Well, this is the new menu. It looks, if you have seen the old video, this already looks
Looks
way
sick.
different. And for now, we're
Click
just gonna
stream,
go
not
to
video
our own
participants.
farm. So you can see a little bit of the farm you have.
Dude,
We still
that's
get the
so
intro of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to fix it
the game.
when you have seen it.
The game's playable. There's gonna be a playable
Be gone
model at the end
forever,
of this month, early next month.
It's
Titan.
not the main priority right now. So let's walk. This is gonna be our home later on. I still have no model for the home, but it will get there.
That is so good.
Now you can see over here all the assets that you also can see on the cards. Like you have the storage shed. You have some pumpkins over here that are ready. You can pick them up already. Pick them up.
There you go. You're gonna be a whale in this game too. Holy shit.
All there we go.
Yeah,
You can see the plot is right over here. So you
so
place
those are the
plots,
plots you guys are winning, by the way.
I have minus 15 as well.
The different kinds
Place
of
too many.
plots.
You can
map.
add some seeds. Let's plant some weed.
I got you.
Maybe some
weed.
carrots for next time. Grapes. And a few new pumpkins.
Pumpkins?
So as you hover over them, I'm not sure if you can tell,
That's so cool.
but in the bottom left you can see that it's growing. Well, the weed is growing for like 10 minutes. And every
Let me enlarge it a little.
own seed has its own timer. So the longer it takes, the more XP or coins you get from it, but compared to like weed or something that's faster done, eventually it will be less.
So it's kind of like a game version of staking when if you want to think about it, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got some
visual
some
version of
path
staking
here.
your coins.
Some wooden fence you can decorate. These decorations are just being bought with like the in-game currency, so you don't have to own NFTs for this. NFTs is basically mostly only for the plots and for some other things that might help your farming.
Now, will there be farm animals? I'm asking for Tangerine, the cow man.
Yes, there will be animals.
I love it already.
Of course, you can rotate, make it however you want it.
The cow.
I'm almost out of money. Let me turn in or sell some of the harvest first. So we're going to Becky with her balloon shop. It's the only way you can get on the island is by air. We
This
have
is so
11.
cool. I'm loving
Let's
this, man.
sell them all. That's it. Yep.
I'm telling you, this is gonna be a big success. Like,
Yeah, you can see a few of the. This is just like a test object, so I can see how it works, if it works.
yeah, your game's gonna be a big success. People are gonna play the shit out of this.
Oh, this is gonna be hella fun. Like the idea that I have in my head and I want to do with this game, I think people will really enjoy it. Like, wait, let's leave our farm and let's visit the neighborhood. We have no neighbor. Let's let me see if someone is playing right now.
No problem. But are you? Someone was asking this earlier. Do you want to do like a mobile version eventually? Obviously, I think this is gonna be successful.
Yep.
Yeah,
It is
think
all set up for mobile actually already. The only thing is that I need to finalize all the controls like fishing, etc. So I know how the game mechanics are gonna work, and then convert that to something that can work on mobile as well.
Now, did you see? I don't know if you're watching my stream for Diablo Immortal when we're playing. So, you know that game's are obviously mobile, integrated PC and console. Something I saw that they were doing when I was doing a quest earlier, like, okay, so there was a chest inside of like a cage. You had to kind of like crank the wheel a little bit. So for mobile, you would have to like use your finger to crank, the wheels to get it up. For
Mhm.
something like fishing, what you could do is, you know how you played Pokemon Go before, right?
Yeah.
So you know how you like launch the cast ball or whatever, kind of like throw the ball. You kind of like do that to cast, and like people feel out like the distance, and then what you could do is like there's a fish hook, and it's just like kind of like whirl around to reel in. Have you seen also what the hell was it called? New World's version of fishing or no?
Yeah. I've played that. The one was fun as well.
Yeah, so you know like the whole thing of like the strength of the fish and
Hmm.
stuff like that. What you could do is if you wanted, I don't know how hard it would be to integrate that kind of a system to where someone couldn't like maybe like strong arm it and just keep doing this to reel it in really fast. You could also add the tension to the rod too. If they try to reel it in too fast, it'll snap off.
Yeah, exactly. We're still gonna figure it out. We
Hmm.
got so many mechanics that we still want to implement, and
Oh
I
yeah, for
think
sure.
we should start simple and then expand on
I
where
completely
like the
agree.
need is. So we got someone in the neighborhood. Let's go.
Get on now. We need more neighbors. I was
Okay.
gonna say, can we go visit Jim Lee's neighborhood and collect some maple syrup at some point in the game?
Yeah, most likely. Oh,
We're
hello
gonna
there.
visit a Canadian island.
So there's little wolf just dancing a little bit around, enjoying her farm. Let me see, what do you have?
That is so cool though that you can visit other people's farms. Like that's the big thing that a lot of games lack is community to be able to see other people's stuff and interact with them. And I
Yeah,
feel
and I really want this to be a community game at the end.
now, what is going to be the like limit to the amount of people that can visit your farm at once?
At the moment we have set it to 16, but we might be able
Okay.
to increase it.
Yeah, the only so obviously each farm is going to be like not. I guess it might not be the right terminology, but I'm thinking like phased or layered. Everyone's got their own separate thing, so you can only see people unless like maybe you turn it on to kind of like Animal Crossing to where other people can visit.
Yeah, it's basically everyone that is in your land is visible to yourself. Like
Okay,
this, what you see is the whole land, and it's
gotcha.
pretty big. If I want to walk to the end, well, I'll be busy
Do a
for
little
quite
moonwalk.
a bit. But um, yeah, so holding 100 of people is even possible in here. It will be crowded, but it should be possible.
Gotcha. Yeah, the only thing I'd see is something like you might have to do a couple stress tests and stuff like
Exactly,
that in the future.
exactly. So we start with 16, and when we feel the need of having more in a farm, I don't think it will be more than 16, because 16 is a lot of farmers already.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But we can always try to increase it. You can also see
Hmm.
like this is the round plot. She got a bunch of them already. So there is mostly they're visually different. So if you're going for like a normal type of farm, you will have these normal plots.
Now, question. So, in the sorry for all these questions. I don't
No,
want to maybe
bring
put
it
you
on.
on the spot. I'm just also trying to think for myself as well. Um, so the plots ideally, what do you eventually like want them to be priced? So like the stuff we're giving away here. Like obviously you need plots to start the game, I'm sure, but
No, you get a few plots
okay.
just to start with. And if you want um, yeah, to have like more things going on, yeah, you should have more plots, and you can or get them eventually by participating in like the oh, she's fishing in the high scores,
Mhm.
like every member in the top 100 for start will get FCT tokens. And with those
Awesome.
tokens, you can buy new plots.
That's just crypto,
so
by the way.
if you play, you can earn more NFTs, or you can sell them to the rest of the community. But that's up to you. Like, everyone will need the plots, that's for sure.
There we go. Sorry you're hearing like dogs. You guys show up.
Grab my fishing.
She's watching some horror movie. Sorry if you guys hear it in the background. But yeah, I think in general, I think what we should do after this too, this stream, like this whole segment, we should turn it into a YouTube video. Well, it technically already is a YouTube video because we're live on YouTube right now, but I'll cut it down. We'll find a way.
Yeah, we can grab some segments. It will be fine.
So let's see. The only other question I was gonna say, so is there outside of the island? Obviously this is further down the line. Are you gonna plan to like have like maybe a farmers market or something to where people can like stroll through, or now?
Like a central.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna start with just a board, like a board where you have to farm yourself like 10 onions for the board. For like someone is asking for 10 onions, and then you can deliver it to the board. But eventually, we want to have some kind of central where you can actually get those quests and sell the objects that you have to the right shops.
Very cool. No, we're gonna need to do, and Atomic brought this up to me earlier. I'm gonna have to look in with you to see how we can get this added to Twitch for its own category too. I'm curious. It took Decentraland a little bit, but I don't see why not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I've checked today, and I saw a lot of games in there as well that have that are so. I've never heard of them. So.
Well, if it's viewer base, I can easily get pump that way beyond that. Like, if I talked with Supernova and all of our communities, so he's Web3. Us reach out to our communities as well, like our friends, we could easily pump that to 60 to 70 viewers. So the viewers isn't going to be an issue. The problem is going to be just like if we need to like put an application thing in. We'll have to just research that, but I think what I'm going to try to do to help you, we're going to see if we can get a category, because obviously this is Decentraland, and Decentraland's kind of like an Achilles heel right now, to where it doesn't get a lot of views. But yeah, it'd be interesting to put that up there, so after stream I'll definitely look at that. Is there anything else you wanted to put in too? That you want people to specifically know, like maybe like pre-sales or anything going on?
Oh no, like the most of the pre-sales are happening in Discord. That's like where I want to keep it. Like yeah, the people that are invested in the project and that are active in there, I just want to reward everyone as much as I can.
Sorry, I have a million Discords, by the way.
Yeah, it's the one with the that one, yeah.
Go back to full screen, pop out. There we go.
There you go. As you can also tell, like I'm now in someone else's farm, and you can actually not do anything in there. So it's all protected. So you cannot screw up or sell someone else's farm, like sell it for your own gains. That's not what it should do.
Why did I mess it up? Yeah.
The only thing is that you can help each other. So whenever her crops are ready, I should be able to harvest them for Little Wolf and help her with that.
But you can't steal their stuff.
Exactly, you cannot steal anything. You can only help other farms, and that benefits you as well with more score points for your monthly high score.
Are you gonna hire farm hands? Are you gonna have like automated NPCs eventually that will auto do stuff for you? Maybe you could like.
No, yeah, I've been thinking about that, but whenever you implement something like that, then you take the whole idea of community away.
Exactly, Jim.
Like
It's like,
at this point, you will, if you're, imagine your whole farm over here is just filled up with weed, right? Grows within
hey,
10
weed
minutes.
sounds good.
Exactly.
Get some marijuana.
It's gonna,
Some marijuana plants.
well, if you start in that corner and work towards that corner, at the moment you're at the end, you can start at the beginning again because your weed is done already. So you have no time to harvest the rest of your farm anymore. That means that you need more people to help you farm your farm. And they benefit from it and you benefit from it. So.
I was gonna say go to Home Depot. Never mind. I'm not getting into that on stream. Anyway,
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, Veritas, I'll pay you to run my. I was gonna get Pablo. No, I'm kidding. In all seriousness, actually, is Tangent in here? Does he want to be a fucking virtual farmhand? No, but yeah, you can do some shit like that. I think that would actually be really cool. So, if someone's helping you out, though, are they gonna like earn coins or anything? Like,
yeah, not with just farming. Farming is purely for score points, and like the owner sells it to the shop, and only at that point you will get the coins and some extra points. But the fishing, like you saw before, if I fish on someone else's farm, go there quickly. It's massive. Go.
This is so cool.
Get something quickly.
You know the crazy thing. This is already better than a shitload of games I've seen that have like whole teams working on them.
I've already been working for a long time on it. So
it's a masterpiece.
what I thank you. What I yeah, it's not visible on this model yet because it's not completed the muscle. But yeah, for the muscle you get like 3 coins and a bunch of score points if it was on your own farm. So whenever you farm on someone else's farm, you get over, like I'm doing now at Little Wolf, I get 1 coin and way less score points, and the rest of the coins go to the person where I am fishing right now.
Capitalism. I hear you.
Yes, exactly. That was not cap. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but it makes it more like for people to join others, and that's what I want the whole thing to be like. Play with others. It's a community game, and it should be a community game and not just farm on yourself game. Then you can play a lot of other games.
Definitely, I see like the sky's the limit for this kind of game. Like it's going to be successful, especially if you add farm animals in here. Obviously, you don't want to add harvesting farm animals, then you're gonna have people get pissed. Yeah. But if you add like things like farm animals, like maybe you could put like cow collect milk, like
exactly.
I agree.
Things like that. Maybe even shear the sheep to collect some wool, eggs.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like the well, it's not the models are not finished yet, but we're now working on a few more seeds to use. So we. No, I cannot build here. That's true. Cannot show it. But let me go to the crops real quick. So we got 5 types now, if I'm correct. So 4 more are on the way, almost done. Yeah, we got 5. And there is a water well is almost done. So you can have a water well and water your crops, which reduces the amount of time for the times you give it water. And
Beautifully
we're
said from a
working on
farmer
a
himself.
windmill
Exactly.
for turning the weed into flour.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's the
that's a good idea too. Maybe guilds and communities, like, kind of. I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to call it clans, but like, I don't know, things like that. You got wheat, onion,
perfect for
carrot,
guild.
pumpkin, seeds.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah, exactly, Peckham. Like, well, maybe not a guild inside the game, but you have those groups, like those big ass Discord groups that work together within the game and
Well, he could even
work
do
all
stuff
together.
like this for the fall, to where if you wanted to customize it, like, who can grow the biggest, like, pumpkin or something, if you put it in there.
Yeah, that's happening actually. That's why you maybe saw with the fishing, you could see like the kilograms, like how
Yes,
heavy.
yes.
Yeah, and also every fish that you catch has its own rarities. So
Wait,
the
there we
more
go.
rare it is,
Nice, nice.
well, not really the better the value, but it will all be registered in a database, and
I'm telling you, man.
all will all be
It's
put together,
wild.
like the weight of the fish that you caught, the type of fish, and there will be like a weekly or a monthly leaderboards on fishing as well. And the same goes for mining in the future, like who has caught the biggest gem in the mines and that kind of things. I want to have little competitions within the lands as well, so you can fish together. You can actually, whenever someone catches a fish, you can see
Fucking
what
go,
the
exactly.
person has caught and if it was better than your fish or not. So you can hold little
Well,
competitions with
that's the
friends.
thing, is like what people. I think people think of like farm as like physical farm, but when you think about it, you can also change the wording around to farming, like, you know what I mean, grinding in a game, like agriculturally. Like, you can do mining, you can do different things like that, cutting wood. You technically could turn this
Exactly,
game into anything.
exactly.
So that's really the sky's the limit, because it's a play on words right there. Yeah, land stewardship as a whole. Exactly. What you could even do eventually, if you want to add something in like that, you could expand to where you could also add like house building and stuff and things like that. Big houses, you know what I mean, like a state.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could add fucking what's it called? Never mind. I was gonna say plantation. All right, never mind. All right.
You got wheat, onion, carrot, grapes, and pumpkin seeds. Yeah, exactly. That's what's now, and we got four
All right,
more
I'm gonna
almost
stop.
ready.
This is
The
getting
models.
too long.
Got a
Oh my god, I'm
200
gonna love
waiting in
this
our
game
guild.
though.
Nice. All waiting to
Like, this
farm.
is the kind of game that I could see her playing behind me too. Like, she's not like always too big, but like this is the kind of stuff that like even people that just like to play like things like Facebook games and things, you could do things like that.
Exactly, it attracts a big group of people, like
Yeah,
males,
wide
females
market
of
where you
all
roam.
ages. Yeah,
Well, the funny thing is I'd rather play fucking VR of this than VR Decentraland. I'll be honest with you.
true that. I have played with VR and like making small games in VR, and that is fun as well. I might even
This
be
would
able
be like
to
something fun though. This would be
translate
really
this.
good. This is actually exactly Atomic.
I really have to plow and do your things.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, like, you know, all jokes aside, you could incorporate something like that in the future if this is, you know,
Yeah,
successful, to where it could be a physical activity for people.
exactly.
To where, I mean, you don't necessarily, like, let's say you're someone in an apartment who always wanted to have a farm or a little garden, but you couldn't. You could virtually have one, kind of, through this, and tend to it and things like that. I think that would be like a really cool idea. I know, like, obviously this is far off and it would be like something in the future, but I do think that, you know, like I said, the sky's the limit. You probably, honestly, not just probably, you have more potential than Decentraland in this game. I'll be real with you. So,
No,
like, there's so
you
much
can
you can
call
just do.
this. You cannot really call Decentraland a game, in my opinion. But
Well, yeah, yeah. I know
that's
everyone
a
says
whole
that.
different
Everyone
story
says that.
and discussion.
But the
Yeah,
thing is, The thing is, the other day in what's his name, Toon or whatever, people got mad at when he agreed with me. He's like, you know, Veritas is right. You know, I know I don't like referring it to as a game, but he's not wrong. He's like, I like to say gameonomics when it comes to achievements and things like that. Speaking of which,
Wait on the
I'm
police
assuming
info.
you're gonna have an achievement feature or something. Right? Yeah. Or
I
if
don't.
you want to.
Yeah, I don't think we gave something bullish. We were talking about Decentraland not being a game back ham.
Exactly.
Yeah. And maybe this in VR. Okay.
Well, yeah, there's nothing really bullish on it. The only thing I'll say about DCL is I just want them to be more like community. You didn't really miss anything. We were just memeing.
Yeah.
The only thing with Decentraland is I would just really like to see them like, I don't know, more effort. I guess. Not that they don't put, you know what I mean.
I know.
Yes,
After-
developers put more effort, not the people, not the community, but the developers.
Do you have more money, Little Wolf, or you out? Is more?
That's usually how it works with me. I was gonna say, Saruto, if you need more money, we can put a DAO proposal together and get it to 9. See, we actually have a real person, a real farmhand person on here. So, being from that you work on the farm, Tangent, how accurate would this be?
You haven't moved for like 5 minutes, so I'm seeing one flower bed. or a lettuce
enough.
patch.
That sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
I'll walk around and let's see.
Well,
Jimmy.
that's it.
He's gonna put a cow in there that you can milk too, so it's gonna be like work.
Oh my
People
god,
start
Jimmy.
restricted deep. Yeah, exactly.
You gotta earn the money first before you can play something, and
You gotta have a
Yeah.
highly electric fence around there, so if somebody touches it, they get fried.
we could implement that, but let's keep it.
keep it PG. I was gonna say, man, fucking.
It doesn't kill you,
just
for the
think of
most
this.
part.
Think of this, Tangent. You can earn money on your real life farm and spend it on your virtual
But
farm.
my firm.
Oh my god, Jimmy.
It's having 2 farms and then what you can do is you can show your boss that you're capable of managing a farm by showing her this game,
Good god, Jimmy.
and that you deserve a promotion.
Truth.
Need for power, exactly.
I'm in the editor. I cannot escape right now. Cannot
So
return to
Beck
my farm.
said there will be a need for power to keep the farm from going and restrain the whales from buying out the mega fields.
Yeah, that's why you put up electric fences.
So,
Yeah.
You know what happens if you put electricity in water? Kills the whales.
We get some fishing water.
but
Yeah,
you're
just-
able to kick people out. Well, I guess it would make sense if you can kick people
No,
out.
you cannot. No, you cannot kick people out of your lobby or of your farm.
What no
Well,
privacy rights?
what's the use of kicking someone when you cannot talk to each other? You can only use emotes. We
That's
maybe
true.
do text, but we want to keep the
The toxicity. Yeah, like...
yeah, exactly. We want to keep that out.
So my question would be, are there ways people can potentially grief each other though?
I'm sure they'll
Okay.
find a way.
Like something like, let's assume like you're planning something. Can someone come and jump repeatedly on your plot and like make it so you can't click and drop things?
No.
Okay.
Like I can not do anything in her farm over here. This is not my farm. I cannot
Yeah.
delete things. I cannot rotate or buy things.
But like,
I'm-
if she's planning something and you're actively like standing on it, will it ruin like the target feature?
No.
Okay. The only reason I'm asking that is because like, as you know, people are trolls.
Of course, yeah.
So you just gotta be careful with it.
Oh, she closed her farm. Okay,
She
back
kicked
to
you
my farm.
out. See?
No, she
Oh,
went
no.
offline.
She said, "Get the hell off my lawn."
Oh yeah, that's what she was saying in
Get
chat.
the
I
hell
can
off my
do if I
lawn.
leave. You can go back to your farm.
So
Get off
technically,
my lawn.
Look at that. My wheat is done.
was gonna say Gimli's pretty good at harvesting some weed, man.
So that's the rate which corn grows in real life.
I was
probably.
gonna say you could also add like an expansion to this for harvesting some
You had fun doing
edibles,
that.
man. Some medical necessities. Weed. I said
Medic.
weed.
Medic. Well, he did, I think, possibly.
Maybe, yeah.
It's close enough. Get those edibles up. You know, that actually gave me an idea. They could redo edible arrangements.
Oh no.
As you can see,
Oh,
can you stand on like the stones over here, Becky? Let me see.
I was gonna say, are there gonna be
I-
cosmetic
yeah.
options to where you can like put Amish outfits on and stuff?
Oh, Jimmy, they almost have Amish outfits on.
Yeah, there will be cosmetic. Well, not really cosmetic, but different avatars.
No, yeah, I hear you. So there will be like avatar customization when you create too. It's not, or is it gonna be
Yeah.
like at least? Well, I figure for now you're gonna have the standard like kind of look of the male and female. But...
Yeah, we now all have the same look. I'm still implementing, like it is all implemented, but you cannot activate or change your character yet. This is the other character. And that will be done by the website. So in the website you can select your profile, who you want to be, what your in-game name is, etc. And whenever you enter the farm, you will be whatever you selected.
Now, one more other thing. Sorry, I'm asking like a million questions. I'm hoping I'm helping you a little bit by
It's
giving
fine.
you some ideas. What about farm equipment? Like things like that. Like maybe, like when you, like if you, let's say you're a mega whale or something like that, or maybe
You
you
need a
had a
fish
special
tank.
NFT that allows you to get a tractor or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be like a really cool feature to be like, you know, obviously it's not necessarily a little pay to win on that, but it's a little added perk to like maybe you could earn it or maybe you could buy the NFT, things like that, like different equipment. Maybe you could have a mule with a plow.
Yeah, we have been thinking about that, like shovels that will harvest you 2 tiles at the same time or 4 tiles at the same time. So that is on the roadmap, but way later on. We want
Oh,
to.
Well, you
Like,
you want
really
people
start
to
with
get
the
the
basics.
hands-on, like literal hands-on to your
Yes,
game, to
exactly.
where, you know,
And
they get the basics and then you'll cut some shortcuts for a little bit of incentive. But yeah, I mean, everything here looks amazing, dude. Like I'm not even memeing when I say this. Like this is going to be really well made, and obviously we're going to be playing the shit out of this. So after we get done streaming a little bit, I think what I'll do is I'll start looking into it for you, because maybe with like a creator or an influencer behind it, we can expedite it a little bit with Twitch. Because you said like maybe by the end of this month, early next month or so, you might have a playable client out for a couple people.
yeah, exactly. We're just finishing a few models and a few bugs that we are aware of. That we just need to fix it before it goes live.
Like I'll have no issue, and I don't think anyone in here will have any issue like spreading this to their friends and stuff like that. I do think you're onto something that literally, you know, it's gonna be big. This is gonna be big, so
It's gonna be fun. That's for sure.